Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Kenshi. Gang is all here, right where we left them. We have barely any money, but backpack full of food. Ooh, nope, we ate a lot of that food. Okay, what else do we have? Just taking stock here. Everyone has a bedroll, everyone has a med kit. Okay. I haven't actually played in close to a week or more, so I'm gonna be getting my bearings with playing the game as we go along. I do remember the plan. The plan was to go up to the Great Desert with this group of four, with Neko, Shibata, Hisako, and Chiba. And since we have food, we have no money, there's really no reason to stay in town, so we're just gonna head out and try and make our way north. And conveniently, there is just a nice wide road here we can get on, and that road should be basically kind of this track here on the map. Should go right here along the border of the two Okran territories, and somewhere over here should be Blister Hill, the next Holy Nation city. Probably no reason to stop there unless we get injured along the way. But once more, it's time for a lovely leisurely walk, and we have good weather for it. So let's move along and carry on with our journey, our migration up to the desert. And while the main group is doing that, we are going to go back over to Kaname over here at the border zone way station, since I'm pretty sure enough time has passed that he, being a sneaky hiver, can go and talk to our good robot friend, the doctor, and acquire some starting funds. He's a very sneaky hiver. Not really, he actually only has a stealth of 1, but it doesn't take much to pop in and rob the robot again. We just get right here to these boxes and take the goods. Pack laden with loot. Time to slip away. Oh, yep, he's still stuck behind the bed. He's having really bad luck today, that skeleton doctor, or really bad luck of the series so far. Last run I played, he was at least capable of giving chase. Anyway, I'm gonna sell off all of this loot Kaname has. Not nearly as big of a haul as last episode. 12k cats rather than like 25k, and that's alright. It's basically free money. I don't think there's anyone left here that we can recruit. Actually, there is her. He looks recruitable, and that hiver over there looks recruitable. Is there anyone upstairs? Is there anyone upstairs? No, those all look like proper characters. Oh yeah, that's a bunch of bar thugs. Maybe. I want to talk to this one tech hunter up there. Not sure I've seen them before. Looking for a merc. Okay, so that's bodyguards. We don't need them. But with Kaname as the default leader, we're going to go ahead and see here. Hiver is not complete without a master to serve. Are you interested in hiring me for 5k cats? Of course I am. Welcome to the team, Soryu. And we are, of course, immediately going to plant Soryu, the hive soldier, hive prince, in a chair. And he can just hang out. Oop, a little glitchy. That's okay. Go over here to the other potential recruit. Akemi. Heading out of the city, need a recruit? Of course I do. Here's your money. Alright, and that's Akemi on the team. And she is also just gonna sit back down in that chair. Alright, Kaname. Now you just need to buy food for this little group. Grab all of the dried meat, so that's what's cheapest. Make sure everyone in the group has a med kit, even though this way station group is probably not gonna be traveling. They're probably just gonna stay here as like the B team and continue hanging out, robbing the robot, and we'll tag over and go on adventures with them if the main team ever gets into like trouble and needs to heal. All right, we're at least all kind of keeping up with each other. Shibata is still a little slow. That's all right. As long as we're moving, we're improving. And that little side episode with Kaname and gang took a little bit, but we are still very far away from our destination. Given how short the previous episode came out in editing, I'm going to try and play this episode for a bit longer. So hopefully, when I cut out all of the dead space and the coughs and sputters and side tangents, it will be of a decent length. I do think this right here, this is really good. Again, the graphics are kind of dated, but I like this scene, this skyline, this horizon. Also just realized half of our team doesn't even have shoes. I could have fixed that at stack if I'd been patient and done the stealing first. But I wanted to move. I wanted to get going. And over yon, that's toward the east, that's kind of where we're heading. That dust cloud is the eye, which is this landmark way over here. All over here. The eye is right there. So we're actually going to be kind of heading directly planetward. I'm not sure what terms the characters actually use in universe to navigate in Kenshi, or if they even consider such things. Most NPCs that the gang has talked to, even that Holy Nation guardsman, basically say anywhere you go that's not here, you're going to die. And yet we have traveled many places and not died. Ah, yes, here we are, the statue of Okran himself? Question marks. That means we're halfway to Blister Hill, which, if I squint, might be visible in the distance. No, not really. It hasn't loaded in yet. But there we go, Okran's Pride. There's a peaceful Holy Nation patrol. Let's just keep moving. Sako seems to be very unhappy about having to be in Holy Nation territory, but don't worry, that'll be over soon. Oh, and it's raining? That's unusual in this area. We are technically in Okran's Pride, which is the green belt, even if we're standing on the dry, dirty part of it. Oh, I remember where I am now. Blister Hill will be just over that hill that's kind of in the upper left. It's blocking our view for now. Alright, there's the hill from earlier, and there, up ahead, are the walls of Blister Hill itself. I'm not sure we need to stop in. We have some food. I don't really remember what stores Blister Hill has. I don't think the Holy Nation generally sells weapons, though. Best we might be able to get armor, which would slow us down further, or maybe more food. Honestly, I guess we're not really on like a strict timer to get anywhere. On the one hand, I want there to be motion and adventure and be doing stuff, but we could stop into Blister Hill and just see what they have for shops. Truly, we are mostly unarmored at this point. Some might even say somewhat unclothed with no shoes and no shirts on most of us. So anything we can get to improve morale would be good. And more food would probably be a smart choice. Alright. Giant bar, armor store. Yeah, lots of bars and inns, clothing store, food store, adventure store. So mechanically, the smartest thing to do is probably to pick up armor. So we'll start there. I do kind of want to just get some clothes on characters in general as well, so we're not going to blow all of our money here. We're going to see what they have. Oh, just very bad Holy Nation chest plates. I will take one of those, the cheapest one. This is actually way less stuff than I was expecting, honestly. Some plated boots for Shibata. And, well, there are Peasant Tunics, which are at least some kind of upper body covering for people. So there we go. Now everyone at least has a tank top. There's Neko with her Peasant Tunic tank top. That armor really does not suit you, Chiba, but it's what we've got. And Shibata and Hisako have clothes. Okay, improvement. Let's pop on over toward bar, try and replenish our food, and then we'll do the rounds of the adventuring store and the clothing store and see if they have shoes or maybe face masks or something. Oh, okay. They only have one dried meat here. I'd really rather not buy the other types of food because if I remember correctly, they're less efficient. That's okay. There are other bars that we can check for snacks. Let's pop on over to the clothing store. It's also a good thing to visit Holy Nation territory now, because later on, once we have, hivers and skeletons and Sheks in the party, we're not going to be able to come in here. They're just going to be hostile, right? So I'm kind of also just taking my time going slowly and being here for that reason. Oh, it's one of my favorite armor pieces in the game. The Ninja Rags. We're taking the Ninja Rags. It must be done. And sure, for our last purchase, we will get the terrible armored cargo pants for Chiba. Alright, there we go. So we have Ninja Rags, which seem to be conflicting with our faceplates. Don't like that. We'll trade our faceplates over to a teammate. Last stop, the adventuring goods store, the outfitter. I think outfitter is probably a more correct term for this type of shop. In we go. We are primarily looking just for sandals. Everyone that doesn't have something on their feet. We have 278 cats left, which is not a lot. I think with that, I'll pick up a splint kit, give that to Neko, and then we don't even have enough to purchase a basic first aid kit. And I'm sure she's just fine. Alright, we are resupplied, and it's time to get out of here once more. What is this? River Raptor. River Raptor, killed by the guards, has leather on it. We are going to grab that real quick. It's like there's some more corpses down here. Nothing like a little opportunism. There we go. Now, with the leather from the River Raptors, we could actually go to one of the other bars real fast, sell that leather for a little bit of profit, have some more pocket money, and maybe some more food before we go out. Alright, there we go. There's 4 more dried meat. I guess we'll splurge and we'll go for the loaf of bread. Alright, we're off and running. Oh, and there are actually some more river raptor corpses here at the gate. I don't really want to walk all the way back into town again, so I'm just going to grab this leather, and we'll carry it. And now we're just going to kind of head generally east, northeast-ish toward the desert. It does also occur to me that everyone in the group actually has toughness 1. Have we just not been in a combat yet? Did I not fight at all in episode 1? I don't think I did. Oh no, where are our party members? We only have Hisako. Shibata, where are you? Oh, you're just way back here being super slow. Okay. Right, because I bought them both more armor pieces. Well, we might have to dial it back down to a walk for a bit then. There we go. Everyone is caught up. This has by far been the most peaceful start to a run I think I've ever had in Kenshi. Again, we're not counting all the brutal deaths that I suffered off-screen before lucking out on this very peaceful start. Alright, sundown of the 3rd day. Everything going pretty good. Ooh, look at that bridge. I mean, I knew the bridge was there, I've just never really looked at it from down here in this particular lighting. Pretty good scenery with good light gradients and stuff going on. Let's keep walking and let the darkness of night come on in. And there's the stars and a refreshing light rain. Oh, I see a group moving over to the right there. Are those Holy Nation outlaws? Yep, that group right there. So nothing to do with us, unless they, for some reason, turn hostile, which with Holy Nation outlaws, usually I don't ever see that happen, but it has happened to me maybe twice in my hundreds of hours of gameplay. Whoa, hold on. Wait. Mash the sneak button and go to the side. That is a pack of bone dogs. Please don't aggro. Some of us can outrun bone dogs. Some of us are in heavy armor and would be too slow. Why did they not attack? That's very unusual. And honestly, I'll take it. We are bound to be attacked at some point, but so far we have had really good luck with just not being harassed by anything that I would normally interpret as hostile. Everything I'm normally afraid of has just walked on by. Truly a blessed run for now. Oh, there's literally an animal nest right in the road. That's kind of awkward. Guess we'll deal with that when we come to it. Or run around it. Hopefully that pack of bone dogs was the contents of the nest and they were out on patrol. We'll see as we get a bit closer. Oh gosh, yeah, that's just, okay. Piles more bone dogs. Alright, we are earning our stealthy XP tonight. Please no bone dogs. We're just gonna go off the path here to the right. I'm not quite sure where their nest is, or even if there's a way down. Some of this terrain isn't passable. It's kind of awkward. But yeah, their nest marker is like over there. So, right where we're looking. Kind of at that crossroads. There aren't as many as I was afraid there would be. And we seem to have slipped by them. Of course, the more combats I avoid, the less tough we're going to be, right? But I'd rather get close to civilization and then get into combat, so that we can at least run to the guards for help or something. But yeah, I've never seen this many animal nests in this little corner of the world. Then again, I don't come here too often. Honestly, if we're going to walk, could have my guys start carrying each other for strength training. Not sure. I mean, mechanically it is worth it, but not sure how seriously I want to be taking, like, that kind of game mechanics knowledge. We can always go on dedicated training arcs later, once we're a bit more established. If I really want to work on power leveling stats. And on that note, we might finally be strong enough to actually run without... Oh, nope, they're falling behind still. It's not as bad as before, but it's still kind of rough. Oh, we'll jog for a little bit, then slow down and let them catch up. Alright, discovered Okran Shield. So this is the last checkpoint, or the last kind of fortress of the Holy Nation that is right on the border between them and whoever controls the Skim Sands. I think United Cities technically, but they don't really patrol it too much. So there's the wall of Okran Shield. We'll just slow down here and let everyone catch back up. Yep, there they come. And hopefully we don't get harassed or into any strange dialogues with the Holy Nation on our way out. It's always a concern. Sometimes they're like, hey, hello there, friend, have a ration, good luck. Other times they'll be like, you're not carrying the holy book, off to the slave mines with you. So I'm always wary being here, even though I feel like, for the most part, we've stayed under the radar and done everything right and not bothered anyone. Not that the place we're going to is going to be much better, but I prefer it. At least with the United Cities, I know to expect corruption and abuse of power at every level of society. Stop. Okay, yep, there it is. Check our bags for sacrilege. Of course. Checks your stuff in silence. Okay, we're good to go. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if the Holy Nation guys can end up as corrupt guards, where they'll, like, plant something on you and then try and arrest you. I know that happens in the United Cities sometimes, but can that happen in the Holy Nation? Don't know. If it's happened to you, let me know. Oop. Neko has broken into a sprint, which means there is an enemy somewhere targeting us. What is that? Oh, holy heck. What? Broken skeleton. He has 50s in stats. He has 50s in stats, so the thing about him is he has to have come from Iron Valley and, like, wandered in. So we need to not fight him. We need to run. We need to run. We need to run probably back. Away. Everybody run. Because with 50s in stats, he will just kill us. Oh, he's fast. He's fast. Luckily, he seems to be chasing Hisako, who is the fastest member of our group. Okay, let's get the guards involved. And, oh, no, everyone attack Broken Skeleton. So we might be able to get in a little bit of safe combat EXP here. And his weapon might be lootable. I don't know what the Holy Nation will do to him once they down him. We might be able to take that fragment axe. It looks kind of rusty. It might not be worth much, but loot is loot. And we've already robbed the robot once this play session, so we're not doing that again. Go, my Holy Nation friends of the moment. Bring that skeleton down. He's so durable, even with no armor. 200 in every body part will do that. I'm not sure our guys are really even getting chances to swing, but Neko is shooting crossbow bolts. So that's something. Oh no, Holy Nation soldiers fallen. Oh, they have a dedicated doctor. I think he belongs to one of the buildings that are inside the fort. I'm not sure we're even allowed to go in there. But yeah, this singular skeleton with 50s in all stats is doing extremely well. Someday, maybe some of our guys will be as skilled as that robot. Okay, he's down. The question is, does the Holy Nation do anything with him? No, so we can loot him safely, I think. He has a fragment axe, which we're going to grab. That's actually not standard quality, but it's not the worst. So hang on to that, and we're going to take his repair kit. There we go. I am tempted to steal from that Holy Sentinel that's unconscious there, but let's avoid getting into trouble on our way out. Oh, and we are also... Shiba is looking a little injured, a little bit of limp there, and Hisako got hit in the stomach. In terms of getting in some combat practice, that wasn't too bad. Would have been way worse if we had no one to run to help us out. So I think for now, we get out into the desert a little ways, and then maybe we make a small camp with the bedrolls and try and get Shibata and Hisako healed up. Just because it's still going to be a long time before we reach a city, assuming that I remember where they were. I remember kind of where the cities are. We'll get there. But can't rely, once we get out into the desert, we can't rely on having easy access to friends or safe inns with beds, especially also because we have no money. I do think it makes perfect sense to just go ahead and give a good fragment axe to someone. Shibata can have it. That's going to slow him down massively. That's okay. Someday he'll be strong enough to actually use that axe. Alright, so we're kind of on the road. I think we're going to go over this dune here and make a little temporary camp on the other side. So stealth in Kenshi is mainly a matter of line of sight, and objects like that metal column in the distance or trees don't really block it. It's only the ground, the curvature of the terrain, if you will, that seems to help with blocking line of sight. So being right here, kind of blocking most of the view from the road is probably our best bet. And we'll just have people lay down their bedrolls. Do we have enough food for this? Yeah, we still have a few pieces of meat in the old inventory, so we should be fine. And characters that are sleeping and resting are going to consume less food, so there's that too. Alright, Neko and Shiba are going to keep watch here, and we're going to wait for Shibata and Hisako to heal. I'm going to kind of keep the camera pointed toward the road, as that's where our most likely trouble would come from. The main thing is to make sure that Shibata's leg injury is healed, so that he doesn't slow us down. And there we go. Everyone is at 90, 95 health on every limb, so let's get the gang all up and ready to move. Everyone grab their sleeping bags, and back out to the road we go. We are just going to kind of push, like, up and to the right. Shobutai is the main capital of the United Cities, and it should be kind of smack dab in the middle of the desert, I think. We may have to keep our eyes open for opportunities, scavenging, loot, etc., because we're going to need food. Although I do have the pieces of leather, the animal skins that I could sell. That would be worth something. It's also good that we are approaching the skim sands kind of close to nightfall, so we can sneak across and not fight skimmers. Skimmers will probably utterly destroy us if we have to fight them. Oh, stop, everyone stop. On the note of skimmers, there they are. We want to get behind them and go across. Oh no, we've been spotted. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we're in combat. I know, specifically, Shibata is probably not going to be able to run away. So, oh no. They're like pushing through our team. This is real bad. Run away. Run away and shoot. No, everyone's down. Everyone's very down. Ow. Ow. We have a problem. I knew I shouldn't have come here so early. Ow. That's negative 60 on the head for Neko. That is dying. And dying fast. In fact, this might be the end of the A team. I didn't think they would hit quite that hard. It's been a long time since I've been a low-level character in Kenshi. Well then, that's a little embarrassing. I hope you weren't attached to these characters, ladies and gentlemen. I think we may be screwed. But until we are fully dead, there is always a chance. So I'm going to hang out here and keep watch over Hisako, who is the most likely to survive this. She might lose that left leg, but in terms of upper body, maybe she wakes up. Oh no, she's in a blood loss coma. Wait, what's that? What's that? Holy Nation guy? Holy Nation guy, what are you doing, buddy? It says you're medicing. Are you medicing? Are you helping? Shibata has 3 HP on his head until he dies. Oh, there's a bandage. Holy Nation bro, this paladin right here has chosen to save our lives, or at least save Shibata's life. Hopefully he gets to everyone. I really didn't want to lose Neko this early. But she's gone. She's dead. He only bandaged one of us. No, Chiba's dead. Neko's dead. Why did he only Oh, he ran off to fight. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair. Alright, Shibata. I keep saying Shibata and remembering a type of bread, which is, yeah, Ciabatta. Ciabatta, rustic Italian bread, chewy interior, large pockets of air. Yup, that's what his name reminds me of. Anyway, Hisako definitely bleeding out. Ciabatta might lay here long enough to become conscious. It's gonna be a really long time though. Not sure how I'm gonna handle that. Oh man, Hisako, you woke back up. I need you to bandage yourself. Arms are messed up, so you can't bandage yourself. Okay, that's fair. Then you're just gonna sneak. Oh, heck, someone just killed that skimmer and it got yeeted across. Oh, there's a bunch of United Cities samurai over there. Interesting. And now she's dying. No, Hisako. Dang it. I look away from you and you begin bleeding out. Hey, samurai, don't suppose you would be inclined to help us? I really don't think they will. I think they're just gonna walk past us while we bleed out. Oh, what friends they are. Yep. Nope, the Holy Nation helped us. United Cities, they do not care. But Shibata is stable and healing at least. Oh, wait, no, that's not someone healing us. That's a manhunter. That's a slave seller. Thanks. How about my other character? Will you rescue Hisako? Slavery is a better alternative than bleeding out on the sand. Oh man, this means though, oh, we're being carried. That's awkward. This means that we're not going to be able to recover the gear that's on Neko's body, which in the long run isn't like a super big deal, but is mildly frustrating. Yes, come on, bandage Hisako. That's what we need. Thank you. Thank you. There's of course a chance that we can maybe run away. But remember how we formed up the B team earlier this episode? That might be what needs to happen. It's going to be a long time before either of these characters recover consciousness. Well, I kind of figured we would get into some kind of trouble going to the Great Desert. I just didn't realize it would happen this quickly. So while Squad 1, what remains of it, is being carried along until they're good to walk and can maybe make an escape attempt, we're going to go over to Kaname and Squad 2. Everybody up. Squad 2. I'm going to have to actively play the B team, then we're not just going to sit around here. Let's get out into the world. So we played risky with the first squad. With the second squad, we are going to play a little more cautious and maybe stick to the border zone for now until Squad 1 is alive again. That's the hope. Because our group contains hivers, we can't have anything to do with the Holy Nation unless we send Akemi as a, messenger. And we actually really badly need food, this group does, and we have no money to pay for it, which is pretty awkward. Let's head toward the ruined Holy Nation military outpost and get some better weapons for these guys. Maybe grab some whatever's left on the ground to sell. That way we can solve the immediate food issue. Oh, the group of starving bandits. Is it time for combat? No, they're just gonna walk on by? That's great. Are we just not hostile with starving bandits? No, we're not. We're at -10. And we're not triggering the dialogue where they ask us for food, presumably because we have none. In some ways, this has been a very good starting run of Kenshi. In other ways, as in what just happened a few minutes ago, it's been horrible. Alright, here we are at the outpost once again, same place as last episode. Should still be plenty of weapons and stuff on the ground. Given Akemi the backpack and most of the loot, we've taken everything that is available at this outpost. So the plan is we're going to walk all this stuff to the hub, sell off what we can, go down to Squin, the shack town, sell off everything we can there, and try and get this group geared up and ready to do something a little more than just bully the poor skeleton doctor for his parts each day. At least until Squad 1 can wake back up, which looks like it's going to be a while yet till that happens. Oh. I was wondering why my characters were behaving strangely. There's apparently Dust Bandit camp on the road between the hub and us. I'm not sure there's any way around if that's placed where I think it's placed. Where is it? I don't actually see it. The map implies it should be right in front of me. Oh no, it's a little further up. We might be able to avoid it. Let's just sneak on up that way. Discovered Stoat. Oh, they're still carrying the other characters around, aren't they? Those slavers. Yeah, we're being hauled probably all the way to that town. Well, until Kaname and friends are settled, I'm not going to worry about the other group. It's a dangerous thing to try and manage multiple parties while they're both out in the wild, because I just can't watch and protect everyone all at the same time. Okay, apparently, I think the camp spawned up on one of these plateaus, because I'm not seeing them down below. That's good for us. That means we can just run up to the hub, especially as it's getting dark and we can be ultra sneaky at night. Sounds good to me. Right, back into the safety of the hub. Let's take Akemi and her bag full of loot, sell off what we can. So what we need more than weapons right now is food. They do not have much here. Okay, so our sales have netted us about 2,100 cats. Not great. We'll grab all the cheap food from here. People are, of course, immediately going to eat it up. And while we're here at the hub, I think it's a good opportunity. We'll just sit everyone down on these mats, take a breather, and let's go back over to the other group. And here we are. Okay, the slavers did bring us into town. Yeah, I think this is town. Presumably we were sold directly to the local government. And unless we can escape from here, we're probably going to get moved to work camps or something. But both of the characters from Squad 1, Hizako and Shibata, are still super injured and unconscious, so there's not much I can do for them. So they're going to have to just sit there for a while. Back to Kaname and team. Our first priority is going to be probably getting more food, honestly. More food, and if we can afford it at Squin, maybe some more armor, or just backpacks. There are a few more locations I'm aware of that we could scavenge, but let's head for Squin for now. So the number one thing we need is more food. Oh, hold on. Up ahead. Are those our old nemesis? Yep, those are slave mongers. So let's stop walking, get stealthy. They're between us and our goal. We just let them go ahead. Creep along behind them, we should be fine, at least until the sun comes up. Hopefully by then, we'll have gone a different way from them, or can otherwise get around them, or we'll just stay cautiously behind. Nope, they are still going in our direction of travel. So we are going to cut off to the right here and just break away from them. We'll take a little detour because the sun is coming up and I don't think I want to risk sneaking along behind them in broad daylight. We are going to stay sneaking though so that I can get some warning of if we're spotted. Yeah, I think we're good. So they kind of proceeded south-southwest. We're going to go straight west and then straight south towards Squin just to go around them. Hello, giant chunk of copper ore. I refuse your temptation. I will continue to refuse to mine copper for now. It's one thing to set up a squad, like near a town, to automatedly mine copper. It's another thing to take your last, like, active squad and have them do something so mundane. There's still a little bit of excitement because people can, you know, run up on you. But, oh, what are we spotting over yon? Oh, just a whole dust bandit camp. I'm sure it's fine. Just keep sneaking. Just keep sneaking. Be good to not fight them until we are wearing some armor, or at least have eaten some more food. We're still slowly, slightly recovering from the brink of starvation, but it's not great. Oh, okay. Sako is awake in prison. I would love to try and get her out of there, but we need to tuck these guys into a town first. One squad at a time. One squad at a time. They're just gonna have to fend for themselves for a little bit. Oh, another dust bandit camp. And there's no easy way around it. Worst case, we'll try sprinting for the gates, I suppose. Yep, they know we're here. They are aware of us. I think they may just not be hostile yet. Yeah, no, only at -10. Oh no, hand over all your gear or I'll mangle your face. Yep, there it is. Okay, stop sneaking, everyone. Make sure everyone is set to sprint, and we are just going to sprint. Everyone for themselves, sprint for the gates. What do you want from me? No, I'm not giving you any money. Have any money. Keep running, everyone. Go, 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 go. It's time to flee. We might be able to outrun them, except for Kemi because she's carrying a bag with some of our gear. Oh, wait, nope. We're running at about the same speed. Perfect. She's pulling ahead. Good. Pulling ahead and starting to starve. Almost to town. The conga line of dust bandits coming after us. Actually, this could work in our favor. We're going to do something kind of devious with Akemi and start zigzagging. I actually want them all to follow me to the gates. Yeah, because it's going to attract the guards. Wait, why is Kaname being attacked? Oh, because he reached the movement waypoint, and then... Okay, there's the guards. Perfect. Now, everyone, fight. We're actually going to de-equip Akemi's bag, so she doesn't have so many combat penalties, and we're going to let our guys get into combat with these bandits, backed up by the guards. If we remain standing, we'll be able to loot some armor from the bandits. If we get knocked down, then hopefully we're going to get back up stronger and not die. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. This is Kenshi. Okay, there's one guy down. Kaname, take his gear. Take all of it, because we can always resell it, even if he can't wear everything. Yeah, grab all the goodies. Good. Soryu, grab some stuff. Oh, we got caught stealing from bandits. That's okay. What are they going to do about it? Okay, this is actually really good. It's really good to have gotten some gear, any kind of gear, early on. Ooh, and a crossbow. Good thing to have for a Scorchlander. Let's keep filling up our bags with loot. Anything we can grab off these guys before they're hauled off to jail would be good. Are there any more corpses on the ground? Yes, down here. Go, 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 before the guards grab them. Oh yeah, you're really slow. All the injuries, but that's okay. Everyone grabs stuff. Our inventories are full, so we're just gonna let everyone do what they can for medical care for each other. Alright, and we're gonna go to town. We have tons of stuff to sell. Should be good. Oh no, we have time before any shops close, but first goal, we're gonna go down to the tower, the outfitters, get everyone more medkits, priority A, and then food, and then armor. That's good. That's way more successful than Squad 1's first engagement was. Let's sell off all the goods here, or as much of them as we can. Akemi is not yet in trading range. She's probably very slow. Yep, walking, bag full of loot. Alright, and we're just gonna sell off everything. Yeah, a nice 5,000 cats total in profit. Medkits are the first goal, so everyone gets the biggest possible medkit. Good to have. Kinda wish they had cheaper backpacks. They don't. So we're gonna grab whatever we can that is kind of cheap, so everyone has a bit of carry space. And good. Alright, next goal, food. And actually we don't even need to worry about buying armor. We have found really crummy armor that'll get us started. So let's just get food. I also realized I just blew half of our funds on backpacks that we might not need yet, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with everyone having a bag. So, food, next goal. Just spread out the dried meat among the group. And that's going to resolve the hunger issue for now. Now, we don't have bedrolls, but I think we're just going to prioritize food first. If we can kite another group of dust bandits to the guards like that, like we just did, then that would get us bedrolls. There are some free places in the game you can rest, and we can always go back to the hub, rest up there. Wait, is that Ruka? I thought I checked for you earlier. You're here. Ruka, couldn't care about your horns. Fight tactically. Okay. So she is basically a disgraced Shek who didn't die in battle. Therefore, she is an outcast. So it would be an honor to have her on the team. So welcome to the team, Ruka. Boom. Actually, other than Soryu, she has probably the best, most combat experience. So we're going to promote her to squad leader. She also comes with some armor. Well, clothes, really, but better than nothing. Alright, and now we'll go ahead and spend the rest of our money on food. And that is pretty good. Okay, we still have 900 cats. We've bought out the entire stock of dried meat. Let's actually go back and try and buy a bedroll from the outfitters if they have one. I actually wasn't paying attention. Don't remember if they do. Okay, yes, they do have bedroll. Give me that. And there we go. The new gang is all gathered. Let's put them all in chairs at the inn and check on the other squad. Alright, everyone is seated safely. Let's go back over to Shibata and Hisako. Okay, Hisako has a really bad leg, so her chances of getting out of here are slim to none. But we can get her started on picking her shackles. That's actually what both of them are going to do. Work on escape. Even if we don't manage to escape. Oh, there we go. Shibata has picked the door to his cage and picked the shackles. I don't think there's anyone up here either. So with Shibata, we might be able to make a run for it. I'm going to go ahead and ditch the obedient slave tag on him. Try and get him out of here, if possible. Okay, so he's picked his shackles. He only has a head injury. And just like that, he has escaped containment. Let's see if there's anything good in barrel. Oh, no, wait, we've been spotted. Sneak away. Oh, yep, prisoner escaped. Okay. Unstealth. We're in Stout. We're just gonna tell him to sprint away fast as he can and hope he can get away. Run, Shibata, run. Be free. Dipping through alleyways. Oh, dodging swings from guards. Okay, very good. I was tempted to... Oh, no, they're very fast. They're very fast. Nope. Ow. Ow. Okay. Escape attempt has failed, ladies and gentlemen. Escape attempt has failed. We took one hit to the stomach and immediately went down. But try and try again is generally how escaping from jail or prison in Kenshi works. So he has been placed back in. They didn't put shackles on him, though. And he still has decent run speed. Sako is still trying to pick just her shackles. Surely she'll get it eventually. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day.